Just found out boyfriend, 28, went on a 7 days vacation with his ex last year and never told me, 27. Please help put some sense into me. I just spoke to his brother's GF on the phone for nearly 2 hours. She immediately knew what I wanted to talk about because my boyfriend went to them, 2 brothers and their GFs, and told them about this. She assured me she will be completely truthful and honest about what she knows, and I can confirm any details with everyone else on the vacation because she would want someone to do the same for her. She confirmed that they were broken up for a while before the vacation and his ex actually bought the plane ticket herself. The ex still wanted to come even though his immediate family didn't really want that since they broke up. They fought the whole time and each of them clung to other people on the vacation. She assured me I have nothing to worry about that trip because it was extremely awkward and sour between them. Everyone knew he was seeing someone else at the time but was unsure how serious things were. Apparently, when he brought me home for Thanksgiving, he told everyone that he wanted to tell me himself but just wasn't ready because he was too scared of the outcome. She did mention that she and some others have been urging him to tell me ever since as things between us got more serious. She said he really cares about me but what he did was stupid. I have every right to be mad and she'd be very upset as well. I guess he has been pretty fucked up the last few days and voiced his worries to them that I might end things. I still don't understand why I had to find out myself. I haven't said anything to him since he confirmed it over text 3 days ago. I'm still very much in shock. He's the first guy I ever brought home. I plan to talk to him when I'm ready and more composed, and it would take some time for me to make a decision afterwards. Right now half of my entire closet is still at his house, including some expensive jewelry. Clarification: the Instagram post was dated a year back. I just happened to see it a few days ago. The annual vacation is a big group of 20 people, aunts, uncles, cousins, etc., and their significant others. He was laying next to his ex, his brother's GF and his brother in the picture. In 2021, I moved to another state for school. My boyfriend and I met on a dating site in July and we hit it off instantly. He just got out of a 4-year relationship in February and mine, 1.5 year, ended in March. My ex and I were still friends when we broke up. We even made plans for him to come visit me in September from another state. At the time, I wasn't really looking for a relationship and made it clear to him during our first couple dates. He knew about the visit and was aware I was talking to other dudes beside him. We clicked so well, we started hanging out almost every other day since the day we met, and he slept over at my apartment after every date. We quickly developed feelings for each other and I found myself losing interest in everyone else. After about 2 weeks, he expressed wanting to be exclusive but didn't want to rush me and that he had stopped talking to other girls a while ago. He also started getting mad and hating the idea of me still talking to other people and having my ex visiting me in September. He told me about an upcoming annual family vacation that he goes on every year in August. It's a week long and said he didn't want to lose me while he's away. He also jokingly asked if I wanted to come. It's all paid for by his grandpa, a few times leading up to the vacation. The night before the vacation, we cuddled in bed and poured our hearts out to each other. We had been unofficially exclusive for a month. I told him I cancelled on my ex and that he wasn't coming in September anymore. He was so happy. When he got back from vacation, he practically moved in with me. We lived together for 10 months and fell deeply in love. He said he's never met anyone he felt so strongly connected to. He asked me to come on this year's vacation with his family and I agreed. We talked about the future and made plans together. We drove up to his parents for Thanksgiving and Easter's in. I went to his relatives' parties and met his distant family, uncles, aunts, cousins, etc. in for every holiday/occasion. He met my parents at my graduation in May. When my lease was over in June, I had planned to go back to my state and he would move back to his. He begged me to come live with him but we ultimately agreed to do long distance for a year, visiting each other every couple months, and he'd move to my state after 1 year. After just a month apart, I flew to his state to surprise him for our 1-year anniversary. I ended up staying there for a month and went on vacation with his entire family in August. I just got back home a few days ago and saw an Insta post from his brother's GF of last year vacation and he's laying next to his ex-girlfriend in the Caribbean. I was in disbelief. I had no doubt in my mind that it must have been a re-upload from a couple of years ago, but after asking him about it he admitted that he was stuck bringing her because his parents had already bought her the tickets and the trip was paid for. He said they fought the whole time and he wasn't even hanging out with her. He knew he had to tell me this eventually and it was what he was scared of the whole time. I burst into tears. I feel such immense betrayal, deceived, hurt. I'm reminiscing on the timeline and what we got going on between us then and just couldn't understand how he was able to keep this from me for this long, after everything. When was he gonna tell me? Was he ever gonna tell me at all? We were already so closely connected when he left for the vacation, we confessed feelings to each other. I cancelled my ex's visit, he said I miss you when he was away. I've been ignoring his calls and texts for a couple days now. I want to take some time to really process everything. I've cried so much and couldn't make up my mind if I should walk away or give him another chance. I fear that if I stay things would never be the same anymore, I'd be in constant doubt about everything. Just where and when do you begin to believe anything or trust him again? It sucks so bad because he's the first guy I've thought of as someone I could be married to. I feel like the future I've imagined just changed before my eyes. I'm an emotional mess right now and don't want my crass feelings to dictate the outcome of the decision I'm making. Please talk some sense into me. TLDR, boyfriend of 1 year went on vacation with his ex and his family last year while we were seriously seeing each other for 1 month at the time. I found out by accident through an Instagram post 1 year later. He claimed they were still broken up and it was an unwanted situation, tickets and trip already paid for and not refundable.